were too sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is January 21st, 2024. This is the 8th and final time I'll be doing this intro tonight. We're having problems. I'm Drew.
I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 Chicago-based sibling, sports and entertainment, butthole buffoonery, 69 celebrating top podcast in the world. I've decided, not even in America, in the world. It is MELLONfights.
MELLONfights, the worldly talent, MELLONfights.
The worldly talent, MELLONfights. Wow, it's crazy how bad your picture looks for me right now. It's just
Thank you.
It's just so choppy. Oh well, we'll survive. Hopefully it looks better on the back end.
Yes.
Tara, who we watched some football today. I'm hearing myself a little bit on your end. I'm not quite sure why, but it's okay. We watched some football today. The NFC, AFC championship games are set for next week. And I think everybody is cheering. I think everybody, except for Miranda, is cheering for the Detroit Lions. Unless, obviously, your team's still in it.
Right.
But,
I agree.
how can you not?
How can you not?
30 years of nothing. Or no years, all years of nothing.
Yeah.
Not just 30. Never won it. I think if they won it, John would his wiener might pop off out of excitement. His little wiener pop goes his wiener.
Pop goes his wiener.
So
I think it would, because they also had Michigan winning the Natty.
That's what I'm
saying. Yeah.
The Natty. Who are you? What year is this? Calling it the Natty? Michigan winning the Natty. What year is this, Tara?
This is 1999.
Is this 2007?
2006.
Gonna win that Natty, baby. 2015? I don't know what it was, but nobody says win the Natty anymore.
Okay, well, sorry.
It's fine. You're okay. This is weird.
Sometimes when you throw on your old school hat, it just brings you back to the old school words.
I wish I hadn't seen the hat 50. It's kind of lost its luster to me since we tried to intro it 80 times. But Tara's hat is something else. What made you go you know what I need? I need an early 2000s hat. I need an early 2000s hat real bad.
I don't know. I thought about it. Google or Amazoned it. They had them for pretty cheap.
How much was that hat? How much was that hat?
This was $6.
$6? Tara, oh my God. That was $6. The amount of children in other countries whose fingers hurt from making you that little hat. That was $6. Just so you could look like a dipshit.
I think I look good. I'm bringing it back.
I'm going to say this. Not as bad as I thought it was going to look. I thought it was going to be a million times worse. Oh, wow. It's good. I like it. Next week, are you going to wear the other one? The black one?
Yeah. I'll wear the black one next week.
Nice. Sick. Love it.
It's my new look.
It's a look.
I needed a new look for this year, and I've decided that it's this hat style.
I'm wearing a hat. I know it's not National Hat Day again, but I'm wearing a hat as well. Mine is celebrating those
Detroit
pesky
Lions.
Lions. This is a this is a repurposed Barry Sanders patch from a Barry Sanders hat I had from the 90s. And it was like a white hat and it got disgusting. So I ripped it off and I hot glued it onto this hat.
Yeah.
It's hot glue, baby. It's hot glue.
Upcycled it, baby.
I upcycled it. That's a thing now. I've been upcycling.
Yeah.
This thing's not new. I didn't upcycle it this year. I upcycled this like 10 years ago.
Yep.
Upcycling, I invented it.
I can tell the world you did because I know that you made that hat years and years ago.
Yeah, because I think you thought it was lame, but I think
I probably
it's
did. But
rad
it's
as
cool.
hell.
It's cool.
Barry Sanders, Detroit, congratulations, heading to the NFC Championship game. It was a fun game to watch. It was just
really
like it was
was.
really a good game. Can they win it all? I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Especially with Debo out, I feel like
Is he out
I
for
don't know
sure?
if he's gonna. I don't know.
Should I do a little
he
research
said
quick while you're
that.
talking?
Yeah, I guess that he said that his shoulder didn't hurt as much as it did the last time he got it hurt. So I'm sure he'll. I mean, it's the championships,
He's gonna play.
so he's gonna play. But who knows how successful he'll be? But if he's out, it's crazy how much it changes the game for them.
Yeah,
they lost 3 games in a row when he was out.
but still, I mean, they did. McCaffrey got it going. They got McCaffrey still, so that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge. But having Debo is such a big thing. But here's the thing: is the Lions,
yeah,
look really
good.
The Packers looked good too, though. That was the Packer team.
That was a great game too.
So sad that the Packers are going to be good again. Mom was like, "What did Mom say?" She said something like,
"Did she say?"
I think she said something like,
Packer fans?
I think she rooted. It's like, "Oh, go Packers." I'm like, I'm very anti-Packer. Like,
yeah.
Like,
both
I root
Trin
against.
And Drave
yeah, that's
had
fine.
Their Packer stuff on.
Trin's a Packer fan in his mind. So.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I'll finally can do it because Favre was a turd. Rodgers is the biggest douche on the planet, and Jordan Love might be a nice guy. He seems kind of normal. I don't know.
Yeah.
A little underdog. He's a little underdog,
which is always fun. Always rooting for an underdog.
So I'm excited about that. What game are you more excited about? Lions, Niners? I think I'm more excited about Lions, Niners, and Chiefs, Ravens is a great game too.
There are 2 great games. 2 great games ahead of us. I'm very excited.
I would say, was tonight's game the game of the weekend though? Do you think that I think tonight the KC Buffalo game was the best game.
Yeah,
even though
was really good.
Well, that Niners game was awesome too. Came down to the end. Like they scored with a minute to go.
I felt bad for Jordan.
Here's the thing: is just to see the 2 greats going at it, and Mahomes, and I don't want to call Allen a great, but he's really been good, and he just can't beat Patty when it matters the most. And it's not that it wasn't really his fault. He played good. They got down there to get a field goal. But
he did, and he had some of his receivers drop in some really nice passes.
What's the word?
Unloads.
Unloads we'll go with. When he unleashes that arm, it's nuts. When he chucks it, I said to Moran, I'm like, is he trying to steal Taylor Swift from Kelsey with these cannon shots? Is he like Mr. Steal Your Girl? Is that who Josh Allen is?
Might be.
Can you imagine if he chucked those and they'd won that and she got to go, damn, that arm is long. Mm-hmm. Imagine. Maybe that's what it was. Did you see, speaking of Taylor Swift, in the box, did you see Jason Kelsey having a good time with his shirt off?
Yep, jumping out of the box.
Jason Kelsey, here's the thing. As much as they're our rivals, I think we'd be really good friends with Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey. I'm just jealous of them. I'm just going to finally say it out loud. I'm jealous, but I want to be their friends because I think I think me and Jason would have a real good time together.
You guys would have a real good time. You'd be beer drinking buds.
And you could steal probably Travis from Taylor. We've mentioned that months back.
Yeah.
In that hat.
This hat.
In that hat.
I mean,
Tay-Tay
this is it girl hat. This is it girl hat.
You got it girl energy. I know Tay-Tay's it right now, but you're next because you're bringing it back.
Yes.
So I'm gonna become Jason's buddy, and you're becoming Travis's new gal. Sorry, Tay-Tay fans. It's not anything to do with Tay-Tay. It's just like look at that hat. Undeniable.
Look at this hat.
Look at it.
It's like I'll be like walking in the streets, and then it'll that like meme where the guy's like looking back. It's me.
It's that meme where it's Kelsey looking away, like looking over his shoulder as you wearing that hat.
Back at me in this hat. That's what that is.
I gotta make that. I'm gonna make that. I will Photoshop that. Holy shit. Tara, this is Tara. Tara, look at Tara here with all this energy. You'd think she'd be dying. Check it out. T's got the COVID right now, and she came to play anyway. I don't know if you know this about the Melons. When they have COVID, they still pod. I potted over a year ago with COVID.
Yes.
Tara's podding now with COVID. That's how we do business. We're gonna bring you the energy and the love and the fun, and we're gonna become part of the Kelsey family.
Yeah.
I love this.
I mean, I'm sweating. That's for sure.
Why are you sweating?
My body heat's a little. Well, COVID. My body heat's a little risen.
Have you worn that hat in public yet?
I've not. I wear my black one in public.
Did you get looks?
Looks
Did you wear it to work?
That's the new it girl.
Did you wear it to work?
No, but I will.
I think I'm gonna like this one better.
It girl.
I like this one.
It girl.
Well, we know that you can wear that hat, and we know I can now wear bucket hats. We
Yeah.
just didn't know it before. I got to get one that fits my head. None of them fit my big ass head. That's the problem. They all just sit on the top, like I'm a penis with a. Right before you slide the condom over it. That's what my head looks like with the bucket hat. It goes, all right, you got to roll it over now. Speaking of people with shoulder injuries, Deebo Samuel, I sent Tara something right before we went on the air.
Yeah.
On the air?
I had seen it. Yeah.
You didn't watch it?
No, I did see it, and I had seen it prior to.
Oh, you had seen it, but I just wanted to let you know. I wanted you to see all the angles.
Yeah, that second angle.
Iowa was upset by Ohio State, and that's fun. That's fun for Ohio State women's, by the way. So Caitlin Clark, biggest name in college sports right now, probably, honestly, in college sports. I feel like she's huge. She's a big draw. Like I haven't thrown on their games at all this year, but I could. I might. I'm more likely to than not. Maybe not. Anyway, they got upset at Ohio State. Ohio State wasn't ranked or anything, right?
I don't think so.
And they lost in overtime, and the students rushed the court. Now, as a podcast that has been, I'll say, not anti. What's the word I'm looking for? We've questioned some rushes in our time.
Yes,
I don't question this rush.
Right.
It's Caitlin Clark's the big name in college hoops. You upset him in overtime. You get to rush the court. Absolutely. I have no problem with rushing the court. Anyway, for those that didn't see it, Caitlin Clark collided is a strong word. Caitlin Clark collided with, I always actually say it was collided with a fan. Oh, it looked like a female fan.
Yep.
And then they collided and they both went down. On further review, in my opinion, Caitlin Clark flopped.
So hard.
Fucking flopped and then acted like she was.
And then
acted like she was hurt. I think it's gross.
Yes. And was like, like how it could have been like a real dangerous situation. Or it was a scary situation, I think is what she said.
It was a college girl that was like celebrating with her one hand up like, woo. And that girl went flying. That girl actually did get knocked on her ass pretty hard where she kind of looked back like, what happened? Yeah. Where Caitlin Clark kind of bent over and acted like she was in pain.
Like, ugh. She said that the wind got knocked out of her. I'm like, her arms
are the only thing that hit her. And she spun around and then slowly went to the ground. It's a flop. Yeah. It's a flop. It's a basketball flop. She should just admit her feelings were hurt from the loss.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Exactly what it was.
I'm sorry.
Hurt feelings.
It wasn't dangerous. And I'm a person that thinks I'm surprised that people don't get hurt more during those court rushings. But if this is what stops it, I'm going to be pretty disappointed.
Well, and also, like, everyone's rushing the court, so why are you running full tilt at the people rushing the court?
The rest of the team was walking behind her.
Yeah.
If you'll notice, she's the only one ahead, and everyone else is just kind of calmly coming up behind her after that happens. It's like, you're so full of shit. And she didn't just admit it during a press conference. She's like, I'm like, you feel so stupid. It was so, and then like that, I sent you the screenshot of her like acting. They like helped her off the court, Tara. It was out of control. She barely got hit. There was a collision. They ran into each other, no doubt about it.
That was a collision.
And the girl that she ran into went down pretty hard and like landed on her hip. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say was that she might have been hurt. I don't know because she kind of got up slowly after that.
Yeah, and kind of looked back and was just like,
what happened?
And
just kind of like walked into the crowd after that, like disappointed that she got knocked on her booty.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark like spun and like, oh, Shut
And
up.
like, sure, it maybe like kind of like scared her a little bit because like she ran into someone.
I
but
think she felt stupid.
I almost feel like
I think she felt stupid.
I think she did too.
To me, it looked like she felt stupid. I know that everyone's had that. Here's as a person who's had that feeling in their life where you do something and you look dumb and then you act like you're kind of like, I'm hurt. But then she's totally fine. And I don't know, man. It was
like,
such a
saying
flop.
that the wind was knocked out of her.
Wasn't.
Like I'm like, no, her
teammates didn't even look concerned.
I know.
They just kind of like walked over, like, what's up? I bet she's insufferable to be around.
Maybe
she thinks that she's all that. I don't know, man. It just looked like a flop to me. And she's not hurt, so I have no problem saying it. No one got hurt, so I'm not going to act like if she got hurt, it'd be one thing. But she didn't get hurt, so I'm fine with saying it's a fucking flop. Floppy flop. Caitlin flop.
And like I said, why are you running full tilt as people are rushing? It's like...
Yes, that's not what anyone ever does.
It's like running into traffic.
I was trying to get out of there as quickly as I could. Like, shut up. The rest of the team wasn't. She's so full of shit. I don't think she ran into that girl on purpose. Not saying that at all. No. Not saying that at all. I think she was trying to get out of there because she felt dumb. Yeah. She was irritated. And then when she ran into her, she overreacted because it surprised her. And then she went down, realized she hadn't actually got hurt and acted more hurt than she was. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
I don't think she tried. I don't think either of them tried to hit each other at all. Because there was someone that blocked. There was a person standing there that blocked them from seeing each other.
Yeah.
But then they did collide. And then it wasn't that violent of a collision. And she went, woo, a little twirly whirly.
Especially when you see the one angle where like she hits with the arms and it's just like,
Tara, she's a Division I college basketball athlete. She's fine. Yeah. She's been hit. She was probably hit harder than that in the game multiple times tonight.
Definitely.
Like stop it. Come on.
Yes. And again, I got surprised by it. So you're like, what? But then don't make it into something it's not. And then when you go into your press conference, be like, it could have been a bad situation.
And you're right. Technically, it could have been because I've always said that. Like, I'm surprised people get hurt more during this because it's so hectic. But if this is the reason why they changed things, I'd be like, oh my God, annoying. Because no one got hurt. No one even got that. I wouldn't be surprised if that girl came out and be like, listen, I'm hurt, Caitlin Clark. You owe me dough. Because Caitlin Clark's probably making tons of NIL money, if I had to guess.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Tara, by the way.
Oh.
I was going to drink it for the pod. That's why I got the 1 liter. But it was too dang good.
Yeah. Dang good.
It was too dang good. I said something random. There's about this much left. I'm like, oh, man, I drank it all. But I got her one, too. I looked for days for it, Tara. I tried to get it a couple times. Yeah. First I was going to do it on GoPuff one day, and they only had a 2 liter. I'm like, I don't need a 2 liter of it. And then I stopped at like multiple Walgreens, multiple 7-Elevens. They didn't have it. I bought like a blackberry one, and it just didn't. It sucked.
It's the lemon.
It was so good. But I found it today right before I came home. I got us both one. I think hers is gone too.
I bet it is.
Did you drink all of your brisk? Almost. So
that's saying a lot. She's a slow drinker.
It is. Sometimes she'll put the soda back in the fridge if it's a 20 ouncer. That ain't happening with her Lipton.
Nope.
It's not Lipton though. I did learn that we'll talk about it during 92. Back to football. I'm sorry. I really went on really rallied off there, Terry. Any other big takeaways from the 4 games this weekend? Who stood out? Who was your big man on campus of the weekend? Who was your big man on campus? Oh, man. Because I know the Lions as a team, maybe, but I think as a player. I mean,
probably Pat.
Really, I think it was Lamar myself.
Oh, I did. You're right. It was Lamar. I slept through that game. Don't forget, I have COVID.
She has COVID.
But I woke up at halftime like, holy shit! Like they're tied. What?
Almost down.
And then I woke up at the end of the game and I saw that they were ahead. They won 34-10. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, Lamar, I'm sure.
Lamar had 100 some yards rushing, 4 touchdowns total. It's kind of what his numbers have been over the last few years in the playoffs. His defense just came to play, and they got in the end, and his receivers and tight ends got in the end zone. It was awesome. They crushed. I mean, Texans. Hey, You had a nice season. You had a nice first half, and then the better team just caught up to you. That's all it was. Yeah. They have a good future ahead of them, as long as their current quarterback doesn't become super into massages. Because we all thought they had a pretty good future ahead of them 4 or 5 years ago.
But someone liked to get massages.
I heard Stroud hates massages. That's what I heard. Yeah. Hates
He's not a massage guy.
Not a massage guy. He's like more of an acupuncture guy.
Yes. Or dry needling.
What's dry needling?
It's where you like take needles and you dry needle.
Is it like acupuncture?
No.
That's
it's
needles?
Like it's on the muscle.
I don't know.
Because like acupuncture would be like, I'm trying to like fix your shoulder, so I'm gonna put a.
I know what acupuncture is.
Yeah,
but it's a dry needle.
Is on the actual.
You put it
muscle.
Oh, okay. Do you think it works? Is this a new thing? I've never heard of it.
Some people say it works great. Some people say it doesn't.
I've been dry needling. What's the cupping? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I heard he's into cupping. That sounds sexual already. Let's just leave it. Let's just say acupuncture, because dry needling and cupping sound either sexual or inappropriate. And
he likes dry needling and cold tubs.
If someone told me they're getting acupuncture, I'd never been like, oh, that's sexual. No, we're gonna go with dry. We're gonna go with acupuncture. He's into it.
Acupuncture and cold tubs.
Cold tubs.
Yeah.
People in their fucking cold tubs.
I know.
Right.
Like everyone's got.
It's gonna change your life. They're acting like it's gonna make them a better person. Like at every aspect of them. Like just shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Though I did start. I almost started following this kid today. He's 27 days in to cold tubbing. He's just like it reminds of me as a young kid, and he's just like, today is the first. I'm gonna cold tub every day until I get 10,000 followers. He must have got to that fast, because now I'm gonna cold tub every day until next Christmas.
Oh my God.
And he just gets in the tub and he's like cold, and it's pretty funny.
That's
because it's just a kid. There's nothing else to it. It's not even that good. It's just like, I just kind of like that the kid, that's what he went with, and I want to support him. But I didn't follow him. I just moved on with my day.
That's funny.
Football. Other teams. Did anyone disappoint you over the weekend? I don't think I don't think anyone really was a disappointment this weekend, unless you're a Bills fan.
No, there was some good games. I mean, the Bills
at home.
That sucked that the guy missed the field goal, but what are you going to do?
Here's the thing. They did miss the field goal, but can I tell you something? KC would have scored anyway.
Yeah.
I just really believe
Patrick
that.
Mahomes is
KC's getting 3 points out of that for sure.
Yep.
The way they were running the ball, they should have been up by another touchdown anyway. They were moving the ball so easily. They just happen to have that fumble that happens that's been happening a lot lately.
It has been. It's like they're trying to get that extra reach, and they end up.
And his wasn't even that much of a reach. He kind of was spinning, and it just was bad timing.
Yeah.
So I think even if I think no one should be too hard on him, because I think that KC scored a minute plus. KC's getting points.
Oh yeah,
they just are.
Definitely.
They were playing really good. They were clicking. Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. It's not deniable.
Yeah.
At this point, he's doing it with Scrubba-Lubs and Old Man Kelsey and Pacheco running like such a weirdo. Pacheco runs weird as hell. I love it. He's just like, rah, 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 rah. Someone said he's mad. He runs like he's mad at the ground. It's really funny. He kind of like stomping as he runs.
Yeah, he's a stomper.
So next week we got Ravens, Chiefs. That's great. And Lions, Niners. Yeah. That's actually really fun. Honestly, if someone
2 funs.
As the year went on, I would say that's probably 4 teams that were the best all year. People might have said during the regular season the Cowboys, because they won so many games.
But we know.
But really, we knew this probably was the best 4 teams all year. Like consistent, like super consistent. Well, KC's just KC. They were kind of up and down as the year went on, but I wasn't worried because they're consistent as like a franchise. But the Ravens were great all year. The Niners were great all year. And the Lions were pretty much good all year.
Mm-hmm.
So predictions, Tara. Who's winning each game?
Lions.
Oh, like it, love it. Like it, love it.
Ravens.
You got to go with Ravens because you picked Lamar to be your Super Bowl MVP.
My double.
Double down on Lamar as Super Bowl MVP. MVP.
Yes.
I had a brain freeze there. NFL. So that's NFL going in next week.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna stick with. You know what? I don't remember what I picked going into it, but something in me is telling me that KC wins it.
Ooh.
And the Niners win it. Yeah.
Okay.
KC and the Niners in the Super Bowl. They played each other a couple years ago, didn't they? In the Super Bowl. With
Jimmy G?
Yeah, they lost to Kansas City, I think, a couple years ago. When we went, wasn't that the game when we went to the Garowitz Super Bowl hang? Wasn't that the two teams?
The Chiefs were definitely in it.
Well, I know that, but I think it was
shoes.
But I think it was the Niners.
I think you're right. Because I think it was Jimmy G.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. So, anyway, that's football.
One thing, the most, unsurprising thing happened in Dallas.
Oh my God. We haven't talked about it.
Jerry Jones keeping McCarthy around longer than he should.
It's so crazy, man.
It's like the Jason Garrett 2.0. It's like the guys that are good, he gets rid of right away. And then he just does their guys not perform. And
he hasn't done that. He hasn't kept a guy that's not been, it's been years since that. He's had the same. I know. Jimmy Johnson was 30 years ago.
Yeah. And then Jason Garrett stuck around way too damn long. And now Mike McCarthy.
Bro. I can't handle it. I can't watch another season. I think I'm not going to watch Cowboys games next year. What's the point?
Right?
They're not going to win a Super Bowl. They just have no. Jerry Jones doesn't know how to run a football team. No. That guy ain't a Super Bowl champion. He ain't it.
No.
I know he has one with Aaron Rodgers, but he had Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers was at his peaks of his power. We have Dak out there looking like Dak.
That's the thing. If he has Dak and
those two together,
they can't get rid of one of them, or
they have no running back anymore. Going with Pollard was such a stupid move. I didn't buy it when it happened.
No, and Zeke had a decent.
Having both of them would have been huge. They would have been so much better if they had Zeke this year as just a power guy. So dumb because they got plenty of weapons.
It up for Tony. I said if Zeke would have been there,
yes, Pollard would have had a much better year with Zeke.
They need each other.
They need each other. Well, Zeke doesn't need him really. Zeke's just going to be Zeke. He's going to do what he's going to do. Yeah, so it's very frustrating they're just running it back. I know they've won a lot of games the last 3 years, but I don't know how many times I say this. Regular season don't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. Tons of guys can win regular season games, but when it comes down to it, Dak played like dog shit.
It was so
It wasn't just his picks. Every ball he threw was either sailed over someone's head or they're trying to catch it off the goddamn ground.
Yep.
The whole day.
Yeah. He looked so uncomfortable the second he started, and it's like, you're at home, dude. You won home field advantage. You should be feeling like,
yep, but he's not.
This is ours. People don't come into our house and
he doesn't have that in him.
That's not what's going on.
And I'm not pretending the rest of the team came to play. They didn't.
No.
But Dak is supposed to be the leader. And he's supposed to make up for that. And he doesn't. He doesn't have this. Mm-hmm. And then his numbers are inflated because they came back and scored in the second half when they're already down by 4 TDs. I'm like, this doesn't count.
No.
These stats don't count. They were just letting you get them.
And then his numbers were inflated throughout the year because they played shitty-ass teams.
Yes.
And the good teams they played.
And at home.
Yeah,
and they would just keep pouring it on late. Terrible. I can't, man. I can't do another season of it.
No.
It's worse. I would rather just be sucky.
Yeah.
I'd rather be sucky. Man.
Yeah, having good regular seasons and not getting past the first round in the playoffs is
it's like people
what we
stop pretending the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. What are we doing? It's been 30 years.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. They haven't been to the conference championship in 30 years. What are we talking about? It's not working, Jareth.
Yeah.
When I chant for Jerry, it's not for you. It's for Jerry Springer of 1991.
Definitely.
I forgot about the Maury clip. I got to put that up still. You little trash. Maury loving trash hound. Anything else about that, or can we move on to 1992?
We can move on. We can move on to 1992.
We're a half hour in. We've talked a lot of sports. That was a good sport. That was one of my favorite sports segments we've done in a while, where we were kind of all over the place talking about all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
We got to keep our eyes on the prize. Celebrate the absurdness of college sports and pro sports.
It's crazy.
But anyway, so 1992. Let me give you. 1992 is the year Bill Clinton became president of the United States of America. Well, was that the year he won it that year? He became president. He won the election in 92. He became president in 93. That wasn't going to make our list anyway. Neither was going to be like, Bill Clinton's on my top 92 things.
That didn't age well at all.
No. But anyway, so Tara, these are our top. I could have done a top 10. No problem on this one. No problem on this
I
one.
think there is one.
Auto.
I
don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't. Nothing grabbed me. I don't know what you can. If one of us says it, maybe. Unless you want to try. Unless you want to.
My auto would be my number one. So.
Oh, my auto. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. That's what auto should be like. But I don't know. I don't have an auto number one, so maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me open it up. Let me open up my list. So 1992, Tara. 1992. Oh, maybe this was my number one. This was the thing I forgot to put it on. 1992 was the year the Mellons moved to Oregon, Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we moved to that house in 1992.
Oh.
Did you not know that?
I knew it was around that time, I guess.
It's 1992.
That's when we became Oregonians.
We were already going to school there, but we actually moved into town. To the house our parents live in now, 32 years ago. That's wild, isn't it?
That is wild.
It's real wild.
That's a long time.
Hold on, I can't. What am I doing? I got it on my list. Where's it at? So I thought maybe that would be our autos. That was the year we became Organites. I also wanted to start a new thing. I didn't tell you this, but maybe we can do it next week. And things aren't going on my list, but I made a list. I said, what is the most 1992 thing from 1992? I have 5 things that I thought could have made. Maybe at the end we'll do that. You know what? I can do it right now because we'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end. At the end. Once we do it, before we do honorable mentions. Okay? Because maybe you have one of them. I don't think so. Well, you know what?
I'm just going to circle a couple that I think are the most 1990.
Yeah, before we start doing honorable mentions, we'll do that because I don't want you to, in honorable mentions, name any of them. Okay. Yeah. Tara, what is your number 5 thing from 1992?
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, I thought could have maybe been an auto, but I also have her at number 5. I have Miley Cyrus at number 5 as well for my top things of 1992. Born in 92.
Born in 92. From Hannah Montana, us being too old, but loving
the show.
Loving the show. Loving Miley.
Loving it. Miley's still killing it.
Still killing it.
A lot of names from this year. A lot of people born in 92 that are right in that Disney Nickelodeon range of people that could have
definitely takes the cake.
Huh? We can name some of them.
Yeah.
Because they're not
Gomez.
You got Selena Gomez. You got Demi Lovato. You got the Sprouse twins.
Yep.
It's a good list of who's who of Disney and Nickelodeon for 92ers. It's kind of like that era of back when Britney and Timberlake and all those people became big at the same time.
Definitely.
But yeah, they all were born in 92. It's a big year for 92.
Cardi B.
Crazy. Yeah, that was the one that surprised me.
Yeah.
It's weird to me that Cardi B and Miley are the same age.
I know.
Because Cardi B came onto the scene as an older person.
Yeah.
That to me, she's an older person than Miley Cyrus. But she's not. She's not. So my number 5 is the same. It is Miley. What else you got about Miley? What do you love most about Miley? You like young Miley, new Miley, all Miley?
All
10
Miley.
years ago Miley?
10 years ago, Miley. I love it all. I've loved every single kind of stage
Iteration?
she's been in. Yeah, iteration of her. I would say my favorite is the Bangers, Miley.
Bangers Miley is my favorite version of Miley as well. Oh, well, just that album. And it was a fun time.
Album.
She was just
a wild
she was a
woman.
good time.
Yes.
She was fun.
But I pretty much just think she's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Remember
I'm
that,
just
Miley?
being Miley.
Remember that terrible SNL skit? I'm pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Was that Miley?
I'm pretty cool. Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember that you said. I remember that, but I don't remember it being her.
Yeah.
That's funny. If you had to get rid of if no Miley, who gets second billing? Is it Selena? Is it Demi?
Out of like the
92 Babies.
Discuss,
for me, it might just be Demi for Cool for the Summer.
I would say the Sprouse. Oh,
yeah, the Sprouses because we got introduced to them earlier because of
Yes.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, but I love them. Sweet Life.
Yeah.
Of Zach and Cody.
Yeah. I don't care about them now.
No.
I don't care about Riverdale or
Mm-mm.
one of them doesn't really even do shit that much anymore.
Mm-mm.
I feel like.
I think he just like invests and stuff.
Yeah. He invests.
So.
Tara, because I already had Miley as well. I'm not going to take Miley off my list. So,
No.
Tara, what's your number 4 thing from 1991?
My number 4 thing is Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
It's a good pick, Tara. I didn't put it on my list, and I actually forgot to put it anywhere. Just Bodyguard in general felt really good.
Yeah.
That was a huge song.
It was so huge and so good. And like, I know it's Dolly's originally, but Whitney really made it hers. It's one of the few times where the remake is the better version of it. That song was just made for Whitney Houston to belt out. And, and Dolly would say so herself. So
yeah, man, it's a really great song. It's one of those songs like people have tried to sing it a million times on these competition singing shows, and I don't think anyone's ever done it. I don't think anyone's ever done it. I don't think anyone's ever. I never was like they did it. I don't think ever, Tara. I don't think it's ever happened.
I might be like, oh, that sounded good,
but it didn't make me get the chills.
Right.
It's not like watching Whitney Houston sing the national anthem. What year
did she do that?
That was 92.
If it's 92, yeah.
Whitney Houston national anthem.
I feel like it's got to be around there.
What year was it? It was Tara. It was 91.
Oh,
it was 91.
Let's send it back to the auto.
We missed it. Yeah, we could have auto it. It was 91.
Okay, we suck.
Oh, it was so good when she did it. It gives me chills every time I listen.
She was sweating pretty good doing it.
Was hot out. It was hot out. That's a great pick, Tara. My number 4 thing from 1991. I'm really struggling with what to pick. So I'm going to go with Shaq. Shaq was drafted in 1992. Shaquille O'Neal was drafted in 1992, and I love it. Shaq was the bomb. Shaq was the 90s. Shaq was the early 2000s. Shaq is now. That's the beauty of our 92 list so far. Miley, across decades now.
Yeah.
Shaq, decades of Shaq at this point. Loving Shaq. Whitney Houston, decades of Whitney.
You know what? I was going to put Shaq on my list, and I totally forgot.
Shaq. This is the first time I've ever had.
Would have fallen in 3.
This is the first time I've ever put 2 people on my list.
Yeah.
But Shaq is an athlete.
He's an athlete.
He's Shaq.
A personality.
Papa John's. He's Shaq.
Yes.
So Shaq.
I love it.
Shaq Fu. Shazam. Everything Shaq. Shaq and Kobe. I'm always a Shaq over Kobe guy. Always will be.
Shaq.
Shaq on AEW.
Shaq a shot. Yeah.
Tara, what's your number 3 thing from 1991?
Do you have it?
Do you have it? Guts.
Do you have it?
We'll continue with that. Here's what I'll say. For the second straight year, did you pick anything else from Nickelodeon?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is Guts.
Yes.
Nick Arcade. Pete and Pete. Roundhouse.
Yes.
1992, My number 3 thing is just more Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon went from just having great cartoons to great live action shit.
Okay.
It just kept coming. Nickelodeon was the king of the 90s, is what
really
we're learning.
was.
They've been on our list 3 straight years in a row, a Nickelodeon show. And Guts was it. Guts was it.
Do
you have it?
Guts.
Mike O'Malley.
Mike
Sorry, that was
O'Malley. And
loud.
what was
Mo,
what was
let's
the
go to
name
the
of
leaderboard. Mo.
Mo.
Hey, let's go to the leaderboard. Mo. I could watch Guts right now and enjoy the fucking shit out of it.
Mm-hmm. Every kid in
so
the
good.
world wanted to be on Guts.
And every kid in the world watched the kids on Guts and go like, what rich loser did they put on this with no athletics? Every once in a while they had a real athlete like, oh, they're good. But mostly it was a bunch of knobs that had no skills, but clearly were like at Universal Studios, so they put them on because their parents could afford to go to Universal Studios that year. And they got it put on the shows. Some executives' kids probably, nepotism. I bet you Guts was full nepotism.
Oh, I bet it was too.
Full nepotism.
It's all nepotism.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing, Tara. This is not that fun for me. I don't get to reveal things to you. But what's your number 2 thing from 1991?
My number 2 thing is the Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks didn't make my list. It's an honorable mention. Love the Mighty Ducks. Honestly, it's not fair that it didn't make my list. Amelia just got a little weird, so I stepped back from Amelia a little bit. But the Mighty Ducks was the biggest thing on the planet when it was happening.
And it was so good. And the first one was awesome. I love everything about it. I love that Adam Banks just wanted to play.
I've been calling people cake eater for 32 years, not ever knowing really what it meant.
Exactly.
For 32 years, I've been saying cake eater.
The flying V. All the trickery.
Yeah. The part where he's trying to get, when Emilio's trying to get him to fake his injury.
Yeah.
And he won't do it because he's too good. Pacey's too good for that shit.
Pacey is too good for it.
Pacey's too good for that shit.
And then Pacey, I
don't remember his name in the show. Or in the movie.
Charlie,
that's right.
And then Pacey's mom and Emilio are all about each other.
Why was that the thing? Is like all these kids without dads, and then their moms are hooking up with like the coach or the other player. Like, why was that the 90s? What was going on?
I don't know.
Dad pointed that out one time. A lot of these things, there's no dads.
He's like, what the hell? Why are you always
what's
shitting
going
on dads?
Shitting on dads as a dad that was always there.
Yeah.
Well, there's dads that aren't there sometimes. Sometimes dads die. Sometimes dads run away. I mean, who was the worst dad from that era? Can we do that? Tara, next week, let's do our top 5 bad movie dads. We've done like our favorites, right? Let's do our top 5 shitty dads from movie history.
Okay.
Maybe we'll
funny shitty or like
what a shitty, whatever we want. Whatever we want. Whatever we want.
Okay.
You know what that means. You know how it is. Just pick what you feel is right. Because I'm thinking of a couple right now that are kind of funny, but then there's things like, now that's a dad. That's bad. I'm not talking like dad's murdered his kids in like a movie.
Or like Radio Flyer dad.
No, that's a great one.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
I just wasn't
bad
sure.
Bad dads in movie history.
Okay.
Try to get 10.
Okay.
But go for 5 for sure. But get as many as you want.
Okay.
Get as many as you want, but 5 for sure, maybe 10. We'll do that next week as a little a little thing. I think it'll be fun. Mm-hmm. Top 5, top 3 plus, top maybe 5 10. Or 10. bad movie dads. That's gonna be a good one. We haven't done something like that in a while, and I think we're due.
We are due.
So that was it. What was that? Where were we at? I got lost there.
You have 2.
Oh, so my phone. My number 2 thing from 1991. What was yours?
Mighty Ducks.
Oh yeah, okay. I was struggling. I gave a lot of mine away. I think my number 1's gonna be the same as yours, maybe. I went with Baby Got Back.
Baby Got Back.
My number 2 thing from 1992 is Baby Got Back. I think I kept saying 1991 there, but my number 2 thing from 1992 is Baby Got Back. That song never won't be good.
No.
Tara.
It's so good.
Nobody's ever like when when Baby Got Back comes on, no one was ever like, no, thank you. Turn that off. Everyone's like instantly like, yes, please. Of all ages, of all races, they want it.
Yeah, just
It's
like that lead into
universally loved. There's I don't even know if I would think it was cheesy ever. You'd think it would like have a cheese factor, right?
Yeah, it's just fun.
It's too fun. It's too fun.
Boom, 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 boom. Just like the lead in is so
Boom,
good.
boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, Becky, look at
that
her.
part. I don't really care,
but it gets you ready.
It does.
Terry, don't say you don't care. It gets you. Everyone hears it and they know it's time.
They're like, oh God,
it's time.
Little in the middle, but you got much back.
Yeah,
it's just got such fun.
There's
things.
so many. It's so good, and the video's good. And there's like whip noises and whoosh. Baby, my anaconda ain't got none. They even
don't want none unless you got.
Cardi B.
Nope.
Nope. It was Nicki Minaj. You're right. Nicki Minaj ripped it off, and I don't care because it was worth it. It was wonderful. Oh man, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns. And I did that wrong, but that's because I'm bad at lyrics.
You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't touch that butt.
Oh, we are officially up. The reason I'm thinking about this, I'm like, I wonder if YouTube will flag this because YouTube flagged a couple of our podcasts because I'll play music in them sometimes. Oh. One thing that flagged us was California Girls by David Lee Roth, because I played a lot of it apparently, but it got flagged. So, but all of our YouTube clips, they're all up now, and I've even been putting the shorts up on there too. So Perfect. We are official YouTubers now.
We're YouTubers. I love that.
There you go.
I gotta go follow us.
At some point, we're gonna. It's Melon. If you guys want to follow us, it's MELLONfights on YouTube. MELLONfights is our username. Also, MELLONfights@gmail.com. MELLONfights@gmail.com. If you want to email us, we'll have probably one email today because Jeannie didn't know we were doing this early. And then you can follow us on TikTok as MELLONfights, or you can follow us on Instagram as Andyland Entertainment. Right in the middle of our top 5 of 1992. Tara, what's your number one thing from 1992?
This one, I feel like for us is automatic, but I'm just going to say The Real World.
Real World. Yeah. Real World was my number one, and it is an auto. It is an auto. Real World's an auto. So we both can pick another one if we want. But Real World, it has shaped like we love the Real World.
So much to us.
The challenge still lives in my soul. I wish the Real World would come back.
Yes.
Just as the Real World. It makes me sad that the last season ever was on Facebook. And then they just never. Isn't that crazy that it was on Facebook? And they just never brought it back. And the season before was nuts. Season 4 had the girl that pretended she was like from England on it.
Yes.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh my God.
All these shows that think they're like Vanderpump, Real Housewives, anything that thinks they're the Real World, they're fucking highly mistaken. They're all just rip-offs of the Real World.
Exactly. Like
and
Summer
it was better.
House.
It was better. It just was better.
So good.
And the challenge is still amazing. This season's been just okay because it doesn't have the classics, but they've been coming in as during the eliminations. CT was this week.
Ooh.
Spoiler alert to people that watch it. CT won. Thank you very much.
Is he looking beefy again?
No, he was looking thick.
Oh.
He's coming back. He's on a new show called Traitors. But you know, they're all this crossover now because they all are owned by like Paramount.
Yeah.
So there's a show on, I don't know if it's Paramount or Peacock or something. I think it's Peacock, and CT's on it. And Johnny Bananas is going to be on it. He was on Villains.
Villains, yeah.
Which I watched, and he was good on it. But he's on this show, too. I saw him in a clip of it. So CT's on it.
Hey, they're just trying to make their dough. So
I'm not mad at them, but the challenge is still their moneymaker. It's still the gold standard.
And it's so crazy that he's still the best.
He is
even though he's like getting up there in age.
Yeah, he's older than me.
Yeah.
Do you want to add anything since we both had the same one, or do you want to live strong at number one? I have another one I'll add. Let's make it an auto, and I can add one.
Is it going to be your number one?
Yeah, it's going to be my new number one.
Oh God.
It's going to be the movie. My number one, now that the auto has been granted to the Real World, my new number one is Reservoir Dogs. I love Reservoir Dogs. It's a really excellent movie. It kind of, it changed a lot. It changed movies, honestly. After that, like people all tried to copy, they tried to between that and Pulp Fiction, every new director was trying to tell stories like every like popular director. They can't do it like Quentin though. No one really does it like Quentin. That style of movie. So Reservoir Dogs is a pretty cool flick. If you guys have never seen it, you're nuts.
I agree. I love it. It's so good.
It's a really good movie.
I'm a Tarantino fan though, so of course I love it. My new number one is gonna be Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh wow!
The movie.
I think, Tara, can I tell you something?
What?
I think if you'd watched it recently, like I had, you might not have put it in number one.
Really?
It's still okay. It doesn't hold up great.
Oh wait, I changed my mind. I see the one that I really wanted to do.
Okay, what is it?
A League of Their Own.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Such
I thought you might pick I thought you
movie.
might pick Aladdin, to be quite honest.
No, I like Aladdin, but it's just not my favorite.
Well,
love the music.
So your number one is A League of Their Own. That's a really great. That one beyond rewatchable.
Yes.
Anytime it's on TV, we watched it on TV recently. I just will stop on it every time, and just watch it from wherever it's at. I don't care. I love A League of Their Own.
It's real good.
And let's talk about the end of The League of Their Own. Miranda didn't have a take on this for some reason. Does she drop the ball on purpose?
Yes.
I totally disagree. I think you're fucking nuts.
I don't know. I haven't seen it forever.
She is so competitive.
Oh yeah. You're right.
2 seconds before that, she's like, my sister can't hit a fucking high fastball. Throw it to her because the bitch ain't hitting it.
Yeah.
She's like, she wants to win that so bad. And her sister's such a little brat ass bitch. And at the end, she's so smug about it when they like see each other in the back hallways of the stadium. And she's just like, oh, we're all going here. We're going to go here and we're going to play. There's going to be a spring league and we're going to keep playing baseball. You're not coming? And she's like, no, bitch, I'm not coming. I'm a better baseball player than you'll ever be. And it's insane. Oh, that's my take.
I haven't seen it in so long, but yeah. So
if we're doing worst siblings in movie history, she is number
Kit.
one. Kit is number
She is such a brat.
one. We'll do that soon too.
She's lucky that she even got to play because the only reason is because Dottie said I will only play if Kit plays.
Yep, it was the best. And then she's like, trade me.
And then she's like, get her out.
God, it's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good. I love it.
And Hanks is a little drunk, and they kind of have.
Hanks is amazing in that movie. No crying in baseball is real.
Yeah,
like it was like he's like, why are you like? What are we doing? We're playing baseball. Shut up.
Yeah. And then there's like really sad moments in it, like when Betty's husband dies.
Yes.
And she's just like, oh,
and everyone else thinks
it's
going to be their husband.
Yep.
And that's
and then like when Marla finds love, I'm talking to you, Nelson.
And then just leaves the team.
Yes.
And
she's like, fuck that. I met my man.
Dottie just leaves the team too.
Yeah.
Because her husband, because fucking, like, listen.
And
can't find someone better than
Hanks.
Bill. Can't find someone better than Bill Pullman. What's that?
And that things were getting too real with Hanks.
Yeah, that's what it really was. She was starting to fall for Hanks, and he was really bummed. And he was like, "Yeah, Bill, that's the guy. I guess he's handsome. Bill Pullman, though, that's the guy. Come on, stop it." Okay, before we do honorable mentions, let's do. I have a list here of things, and you can help me pick.
Okay.
Or you also can add to it the things that feel most 1992, meaning not like, you know how like Miley and Shaq, those things kind of transcend.
Yeah.
Kind of can be from any time. I feel like these 5 things here, when I say they're from 1992, you're like, yeah, those belong in 1992. Number 1 was FUBU. Started 1992. Yes. That makes so much sense.
Yes.
That FUBU. Number 2, Crystal Pepsi debuted in 1992.
Yes.
Is that about as 1992 as it gets?
Yes.
Number 3, The Talk Boy.
Oh my god.
The Talk Boy debuted in Home Alone 2, and it was the thing. Nicholas had one, and it was the best thing ever. That feels 91, does it not?
Yes. 92.
92. I don't want to keep saying 91. I'll say one more. There's 2 more, but I'm going to say one for last. The Mall of America opened in 1992. There's no way that happens now. The Mall of America doesn't open now. Because malls don't open like that. It just feels so weird that a giant mall would open.
God.
In 1992.
That's wild.
32 years old. The Mall of America. And my last one, and it's like the most 1992 thing there is, and that's the song Achy Breaky Heart.
Yes.
I mean, it was everywhere. We sang it at like school.
Don't tell my heart.
Like
yes.
everyone, like school assemblies that parents came to watch us like perform stuff. The whole school sang "Achy Breaky Heart." Like what?
Yep.
That's insane.
Both the Cyruses getting on it.
Oh yeah, I thought that. Of course, I thought that. "Achy Breaky Heart" came out the same year Miley was born. Nuts.
Yeah.
What a year. What a fucking year
exactly.
for Billy Ray.
What a year. He even created, well, he made the mullet real big too.
Do you have anything that you think could go on that list? Like of all the things you have, is there one thing on there like that feels like I'm looking at the movies and like
I feel like the only movie that really to me feels 92 is Wayne's World.
Oh, was Wayne's World 92?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Somehow I missed it. I don't think it's stuck in 92 though.
No.
You know, because it like they were doing the sketch before that in the 80s, like late 80s. They were doing the sketch. I think on like maybe like the year before at least. It doesn't feel like it's stuck in 92 to me though. If it came out now, I would accept it. I feel like. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I don't think it makes me think of 1992. I didn't even know it was 92, and I thought it actually was a little earlier. It doesn't feel like to me. I say no. I don't have a movie really that fits that to me.
No.
But I did have. I actually think. Baby Got Back. Some people might think, but I think "Too Sexy" by Right Said Fred feels like 1992.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Definitely, it's a 92 song.
What do you got for some honorable mentions?
We kind of talked about some of them for movies. Some of the movies we didn't talk about.
Yeah, let's hear some of them.
Sister Act.
We were more Sister Act 2 people.
We were.
So I think that almost might be an auto. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Three Ninjas.
Three Ninjas, I thought might be on one of our lists. It was huge for us.
Yeah.
Rocky
loves Emily.
We may have watched Three Ninjas more than any movie on this list, except for maybe The Mighty Ducks.
Mm-hmm. Fern Gully.
There's so many more. Like actually really good movies too. Fern Gully was okay. I don't really remember it.
I liked it.
Any other movies?
Nope.
Here's some that I think need to be on the list. I did have a League of Their Own written down. White Men Can't Jump is one of my go-tos. I love White Men Can't Jump.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
What?
Yeah.
Tara, it's on the list. You're watching it for next week. Tara, you're going to love White Men Can't Jump. Okay. I just watched it not that long ago, but I don't care. You're going to watch White Men Can't Jump.
Okay.
I did watch a movie for this week, guys. Tara did not. She's been sick. But I watched The Last Dragon, and it's fucking nuts. Tara, you do have to watch it because it's worth talking about. Okay. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but there's aspects of it I really loved. One of them being the main actress. And I can talk to you about that after you see it. I feel like she should have been something.
Okay.
I don't know. Something was pleasant about her as an actress. I mean, it wasn't just that she was pretty. I think she might have broke up. I think her and Prince broke up. Maybe she got blacklisted. That's my guess.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Watch White Men Can't Jump, Tara. It's a really excellent movie.
Okay.
My Cousin Vinny, beyond watchable. Love My Cousin Vinny. Aladdin. And then there's
I haven't seen My Cousin Vinny either. I don't
Wait,
think.
what? Wait, what? Fuck, I don't know which one for you to watch. Tara, I just watched My Cousin Vinny like 2 weeks ago, and I'm willing to watch it again. Tara, watch My Cousin Vinny, please.
Oh, gosh.
That's what you're watching. Miranda! Tara's never seen My Cousin Vinny. What? Tara's never seen My Cousin Vinny. Guess what she's got to watch for next week? I mean, there's other ones, but that's what she's... No, I know. There's a few others I'm blown away by, but that's the one. You're watching it. Miranda's confused.
Okay.
She's very confused. I'm so confused. I thought we used to watch it as a family growing up. My Cousin Vinny, Tara, really good.
I don't think
Aladdin.
I've seen it.
Huh?
I don't think I've seen it.
Okay.
I know who's in it, but I don't have any clue what it's about.
Well, you're going to love it regardless because you would remember it. I've seen it 1,000 times. Aladdin. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Come on. That was huge for us. Mighty Ducks, you said. Home Alone 2. Loved Home Alone 2.
Yep.
Not as much as 1, but I do love it. Batman Returns with the Penguin. Oh, my God. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Under Siege, you watched recently. Enjoyed it.
I did.
Tara, a family favorite. Cutting Edge.
Oh, Topic.
Come on. Topic. Ladybugs.
Oh, I loved that movie.
Ladybugs.
I
and my
loved
final one, Encino Man. Come on.
I know.
That's a good list.
I left
92
a
was
lot
big.
out.
I may have peeked ahead to 93.
Oh,
It's okay. I didn't put as many songs as much on this one too. I just had a lot of movies, and all my TV ones I've already gone through already. So
I've got a couple TV ones.
yeah, let's hear them.
Dateline.
Nice.
Martin.
Nice. You do like Martin.
I do. Ghost Rider. I freaking loved that show.
Man, I wish we would have picked our favorite Martins this week.
I know.
Ghost Rider. Yeah, Tara, I forgot I was going to put Ghost Rider as one of our go-tos. Barney came out. We liked Lamb Chops.
Uh-huh.
Barney came out. We were too old for both of those shows.
Yeah,
but we were. Lamb Chops.
And then Ricky Lake.
Nice. I did have one more show just because it was something we watched with Mom. I don't know if you watched it with Mom. Picket Fences.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple of things like that. I'm like, why were we watching this? We shouldn't have been watching this show.
No.
This was not for us. And Picket Fences was one of them.
Music.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot for that.
I
either.
had Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton.
Mm-hmm.
Jump by Criss Cross.
Yep.
Jump Around.
I had Jump Around. By who?
I didn't write who. House of Pain.
House of Pain.
And then November Rain by GNR.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Free Your Mind by In Vogue. I loved
Nice.
that song.
Great song.
End of the Road by Boyz II Men.
Oh, nice. It was a year where they added a couple more jock jams to the list, I'd say.
Yeah, there were
I had
some more
Baby
jock
Got
jams.
Back. I had Too Sexy. I had Jump Around. I had Black or White, Michael Jackson. And then I had there was a couple of REM songs I could have gone with, but I went with Everybody Hurts.
Yeah.
Everybody Hurts was a monster.
That's a good one.
I loved Everybody Hurts. Everybody hurts sometimes. We nailed that. And then I had two albums. I had Dr. Dre's The Chronic and Bon Jovi's Keep the Faith.
Faith.
Those are both really good. Great. Dre Chronic might have been the best record of the year, and Bon Jovi, Keep the Faith was just a family favorite.
Definitely.
Do you have anything else? I have anything. I have
Nope.
two like rando things, but
What are they?
Thanasis was also born in 1992.
Ooh,
So if we're gonna get we got to get on Antetokounmpo on the list. In
Definitely.
Thanasis. And then one other thing was Hurricane Andrew was 1992.
Oh.
And I always thought that Hurricane Andrew was pretty cool because I was Andrew, and I just thought it was cool that I was like Hurricane Andrew. So that was like, and it was, and I realized because they named him throughout the year. So that was that was the first one of the year, and I did see that it was like right at the beginning of the year because how they're named by like each letter is used as hurricanes happen throughout the season. So now you know.
Hurricane Andy.
Hurricane Andrew. That's my 1992 list. I said 91 80 times probably.
I think so.
So, but yeah, that's all I had for 1992. 93 is going to be fun. I already looked ahead on the movies only, but it looks fun. We'll do that too. Because that's kind of what our pod's becoming now at the moment. It's fun. But we're also going to do our top 5 bad movie dads. Whatever that means to us.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. Grandpa Joe sadly can't make this list.
Because he's a grandpa.
Because he's a grandpa. He is a father figure, though. Tara, I refuse to see Wonka. I just don't need
People are saying it's good.
Bullshit. I've seen a scene from it, and it was so... Tara, I saw a scene from it. It was like a whole scene. I was like, this is such a piece of shit.
The person who said it was good also said that they didn't like the first one because it was creepy. And I'm like, fuck off. It's not creepy.
Yeah, it is. That's why it's awesome.
No, they meant like the little people, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they're littlest.
Yes.
Smallists. So people didn't know Wonka was a musical, I guess.
I know.
And they also didn't know Mean Girls. I guess people are going to the Mean Girls movie and finding out it's a musical. And I'm like, what? You just think they just remade Mean Girls already? Like, what are we talking about? You idiots. It's it's off the musical. That's on Broadway. Why would they just put out Mean Girls again?
Right. A rewrite of Mean Girls.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, people are like, when they start singing, they're like, what? Boo. And I'm like, what? Are you stupid?
Right.
You went to Why? I would have been boo more if they just made it again for no reason.
That's I kind of already
and had some of the
like,
same
boo.
people playing the characters, like Tim Meadows and
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey are both in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people make. I would imagine other people make cameos.
I think they do.
Crazy.
Also, I heard that Iron Claw.
That's supposed to be really good.
I heard that's real good, and you know
depressing,
who's in that?
but good.
Ugh,
Oh, Tara, we should see
Why?
Iron Claw.
If it's depressing,
Silver saw Iron Claw. It's not called Iron Claw. It was Iron Fist. What is it called?
I thought it was called Iron Claw.
The Iron Fist. The Iron Claw? That was called? Maybe Iron Claw makes sense.
I'm looking it up.
The Iron Claw. You're right. I'm sorry. It's Iron Claw.
Yeah, I mean, it's my future husband.
Okay. But he's supposed to be really good in it. I do want to see it. John's like, I don't even like wrestling. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I'm like, it's a movie about a wrestler. Like, have you ever seen The Wrestler? The Wrestler's amazing.
Yeah.
Depressing. This is also depressing. So I don't know that you're gonna love it, Tara.
I know. That's the thing.
I don't know that you're gonna love it.
I saw someone on maybe TikTok or Instagram that Zach put it up on his Instagram. It was somebody who had just went to it and he was like crying like a guy.
No, I mean, I knew I knew kind of the story of the family because they're like a famous wrestling family.
Oh, okay.
So I know like there's been a lot of sad shit that's happened about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I knew it was going to be fucking sad. Yeah. Speaking of things to watch, I've been watching this show on Netflix called the Trust. Okay. $250,000 prize. It's like 11 people, and they get to. And here's the thing: they've already won. They get to keep the money. All they got to do is stay there. But each person they vote out, they get more money. So you can just go to the end with everybody, or you can vote people out and make more money. And here's my take from it. Women are greedy bitches. Women are greedy bitches, and they need that dough. It's worth a watch. I don't know that you'd like it, but I like it.
I would hate it.
Tara, here's how it goes.
Like shit like that.
Everyone's like, let's just not vote. We all can take home 20 G's basically if we just end it. And that's not how it goes down. They gotta start voting. So the girls start voting instantly. The women, women vote the very first night, and no guys vote. And they're like voting out guys because they think they're like shit, like they're lying to us. They're talking. I'm like, so guys don't vote for anyone for like 3 straight weeks or 3 straight votes, and women just keep voting, and they start voting for each other. And then the guys finally like, fine, we're voting because we don't want to like go home at this point. It's nuts. And it's just like, all right.
Who's the host?
So she's like a news lady. I want to say CNN or something like. She's a good host. I like her in it. She's a good host. She's not TJ. Speaking of, the Emmys came out. The Emmys did their thing. Emmys are terrible. Award shows are so dumb, but Emmys are so bad. They've always been so bad. Yeah. The best of the best never wins. The Bear wins everything. What's that? It's not even a funny show. Get that out of my comedy world. Tim Robbins should be winning real ass Emmys. Like, I know. For best comedy. Like, what are we doing? Our best variety show. Right. Not the Creative Arts Awards ones. It's bullshit. Yeah. Total bullshit.
Like, he should be beating out SNL.
He should be beating. Yes. He's better than that. Yes. He's better than the Bear and Beef. Come on. What are we doing? The Bear sucks. I hate the Bear. I think I already did this last week, but I hate the Bear. Fuck the Bear. Fuck Jeremy Allen Dwight. I don't want to know his real name. Terry, you got anything for me? Now that I've gone on my tear. We're an hour and 7 in, and we've been doing it for a while because it took us 45 to an hour to get it going.
I wrote down some holidays.
Mm-hmm.
It's National Hugging Day.
I saw that.
When you think of one person, let's see if we could think of the same person that we met in Chicago.
Okay.
Who's the best hugger?
The best hugger?
Yeah.
Man. Probably. You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Kelly Shuda?
Yes, duh.
Kelly Shuda, yeah.
Kelly Shuda, the best hugger that
Kelly
ever existed.
Shuda, best hugger that ever existed.
Just
I
like
can be a good hugger if the person hugging me back is worthy, willing to hug back. Not everyone hugs back though. I'll give a good hug. Honestly, our family not great huggers.
No,
I feel like we give each other good hugs.
Dad's a good hugger. I
give Dad a real good. I give Dad a good hug. Trin can give a good hug.
He's kind of
him and Mom are similar huggers. Yeah. But the Mellon side, the Mellon side's more of a hugger family though too. Like Pat's a good hugger, I would say. She likes to get hugged.
Yes, she does.
She's just like, I got a big hugging body. Stove's a good hugger. A lot of my friends are good huggers. Like my friend, like when I give my buddies back home a good hug. Mm-hmm. Miranda's like not like a big squeeze hug kind of gal.
She's just little.
I know. I wouldn't say I've never been like Tara's a great hugger.
Well, I'm always like, I always
feel
little.
Weird. You are little, so it is weird. Yeah, people that are like a similar size to you, like the bigger the person, actually, I hug them better. I feel like
because like I feel like when
I'm willing to give them a squeeze, but I don't think I'm going to kill them.
Like when someone's big, I kind of just like snuggle into them and let them hug me.
Stove is a great hug. Mm-hmm. Stove's a great hug. You know who's a good hug? Joel. Joel's a good hug. Joel's a big hugging beef of a man. Yep.
I go in and just, that's why I was thinking that I just like kind of snuggle into him.
Let him engulf you into his body. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Joel's a good hugger.
Yes.
No doubt about it. Yeah. National Hug Day.
Hugs are great.
Hugs are great. I love a good hug. Mm-hmm. I love a hug. I'd hug all day. I feel like some of my friends are like, I'm like, why don't we hug every time we see each other? Like, I like to hug.
Yeah.
I feel like I hug my buddies a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot of my female friends are big huggers, though. I feel like that's not true. Like my old friends are. Like Ols is a good hugger. Mm-hmm. Trying to think. I don't know. Hugging's interesting.
It is.
Because you don't have the same hug with everybody. I don't know if I've ever had a good hug with my mother.
It's so crazy because like I definitely have because like I'll just like she'll kind of go in and I'll just like keep holding on to her so that
I think I'm afraid to hurt her, so I don't give her the same squeeze I give Dad. And Dad's always ends with me squeezing his buns. I always go to a bun squeeze for Pops.
With Mom, like that's ridiculous. With Mom, I just think it's funny. She's like I'll hug her and then she'll like kind of go away, but I'll just keep hugging her. So then she like tries to like squeeze me.
Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that with her next time I see her. Yeah. I was gonna come home for the week, but since you had COVID, I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to risk it.
Don't want to risk it.
I don't want to risk it and get COVID right now.
No.
Any other holidays you're into?
It's International Sweatpants Day, so I have a scenario for you.
I love it. I love it.
Would you rather?
I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
Would you rather wear a pair of sweatpants that like fits you just right, like a cozy sweatpants, but
I look good in them too?
And you look good in them, but you can only wear that pair for a year. You can
every day.
Yes, you can wash them.
Oh, I get to wash them
once.
Once at all? Once ever?
Once every month.
Okay.
Or you have to wear like 2 sizes too small where your junk shows and they're not super comfortable, but you can wash them as much as you want.
They're sweats?
They're sweats. So they're just like
I don't
really
mind a tight swear. I have tight. You know me. That one. I want to be comfortable, but it's still at least sweats.
Yeah.
And they're too tight. But you know how smelly my sweats would be after 2 days? I don't usually wear sweats 2 days in a row.
What if I
just got a stinky butt.
Okay. What if
it's fine. That was it. Yeah. What?
What if I said bi-weekly?
Every other week I can wash them.
Yeah.
Do they look dirty?
Like if they get dirty, like you can try to get the stains out of them once
like
you
rub
wash
them, but I can't put them in the washer.
Yeah.
Okay, but otherwise they look pretty good.
You can Febreze them once a week too.
The weeks I don't get to wash them, I can Febreze them.
Yes.
I get to change my underwear every day?
Oh yeah. But if you get like a
What
big
color are they?
They're white.
Oh, shit.
Or
I'll
like
stick with the I'll stick with the small ones.
Gray.
I'll stick with the small ones.
Okay.
Because they're still sweatpants, so they're still gonna like. People are gonna think I'm a weirdo, but I'd rather be weird. Like it's fashion, rather than dang, he smells like he's homeless.
Yeah.
I don't, because I already look homeless. I'm sorry, housing impaired. What is it?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It's a lot. To me, that's a semantics one if I've ever heard one. So shut up, because like in 7 years they'll be like, that's not actually the way you should say it. So shut up.
It's mariachi day.
Shit, I didn't see all these.
How fucking fun is a mariachi band? And like, it just makes you feel. I feel.
Here's the thing: is when we got tricked. The first week we moved to our neighborhood, we're hanging on the roof. A few doors down, they had a mariachi band playing. I thought it was gonna be a weekly thing around here. It's happened never again. And man, it was awesome. I was like, this is gonna be the greatest summer of my life. And it wasn't. I mean, it's still a great summer, but there just wasn't the mariachis going on.
The music and just
it's so fun. The way they sing.
Yes.
Whew, there's just so much energy in life.
Yes.
I love it. I wouldn't want it just to be playing, not live. No. I'd never want to put on a mariachi. Like when a car's driving around and they're playing mariachi music, I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
You're a fucking crazy. Like really, it's always so loud.
Yeah.
They're cranking their mariachi music as they drive around. I'm like, that's not what I want to listen to in my car, but live. Thank you very much. Live for sure. In a car, no. I like that you're like, how good is mariachi music? It wasn't like a question, just like, how good is it?
I just want to talk about it because it is. Like when it's live and and it kind of like stop, like you just get like emotional because it just has.
And they just start hollering and hooting.
Yes, it's so good.
I wish I could shoot a gun off.
No.
Pew, 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 in the air. Pew, pew, pew. Ow!
It's also Own Your Own Home Day, which I think is just like a rude holiday to have for millennials. Fuck off.
Yep. I mean, people do buy them, but
I know, but how?
Yeah, that's funny.
And
Own Your Own Home Day.
And the last one is it's World Snow Day.
Oh.
So what are your top 3 favorite things to do in the snow?
Top 3 things to do in the snow. I think we've done this already, but we did a snow episode once.
I forget.
Top 3 things to do in the snow. Well, I can do it still. My top 3 things to do in the snow, I'd say in order. Number 3 is to pee in the snow. It's hilarious. Peeing in the snow is so goddamn funny. I love it. In fact, we're bumping it to number 2. Number 3 is to build a snowman fort. Nope. Number 3 thing to do in the snow is build a fort. Love building the fort. Yes. It's so dang good. Building the fort is amazing. Love building
that you can like go into.
Yes, where you just do a giant pile and you just dig it out. We used to get man, the snow things we would build back in the day were amazing. Number 2 is peeing in the snow. It's hilarious. Peeing in the snow is so satisfying. A lot harder. Have you ever peed in the snow?
I don't think so.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
It's not even be that fun because I can't like watch it happen.
That's true. Watching it happen is the good part. It's like, woo!
Exactly.
I feel like even for a girl to watch a guy, like to even like see a guy peeing in the snow is kind of fun for him. It's like, that looks fun. I think you understand.
It's like a lot of jealousy.
Yeah. That looks like a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
It the warmth of it too. It's like, oh, it's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Very satisfying. And then the number 1 is sledding. Sledding rules. I love sledding.
I know.
People who ski are jerks. Sledding rules.
My friend who's from Atlanta sent me a little meme, and it was what snowing looked like for me from the South, and it was absolutely no snow, like a dusting, and kids trying to go down the hill. I'm like, have you been sledding yet since you've been here? And he's like, no, but they're gonna go to Tyrrell Basin and do like the tubing. I'm like,
that's fun. That's fun. There was one other thing, Tara. I think it was like National Squirrel Day.
Squirrel Day.
So would you rather, Tara?
Yep.
Would you rather have to put like little acorns in your butthole and let a squirrel jump in your pants? How do you get back to the butthole?
Yeah, we haven't
Little
talked about
acorns in your butthole, and you have
today.
to let a squirrel run wild in there. Remember Scooter? What's his name? Scooter?
No.
Squirt.
Squirt.
Remember Squirt? We had a pet squirrel. We're getting rid of our. Fuck it. No, would you rather?
Yeah.
Tara, remember when we had a pet squirrel? It's National Squirrel Day.
Yeah.
So today we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna drink one for Squirt, our pet squirrel we had.
Squirrel that we had for a day.
Do you think Mom and Dad killed it?
No, I think that Rusty pretty much like killed it.
He was pretty fucked up
his brains, and then he wanted to be our friends for a day, and then he
was.
died.
He was like running through. Speaking of, he like
arm.
ran up my shorts and like out the other end.
Yeah,
I must have had an acorn up my butt.
Yeah,
we were basically the Irwin family back then when we lived out in the we were country folk.
We
had deer in our yard, and we had pet squirrels and
baby raccoons.
But it was fun. It was a good time out there, man.
Skunks.
I know we moved in. I know I said 92 was a good time, but 91 was pretty dang good.
91 is probably when we had Squirt.
91 was like the most fun we had as kids. Ever. It was like very memorable. Very like family reunion at the house. That was one of the great nights of my life. Playing out in the dark, hide and go seek in the dark, things of that nature.
Ghosts in the graveyard.
Childhood. Dang, the 90s. Bring them back. Bring them back. Anything else? Do you have any
grievances? I do.
What?
So I feel like all I've been hearing is people like sports analysts saying this is the time of year where it's about the Jims and Joes, not the X's and O's. It's been driving me nuts.
People are saying this?
The Jimmies and Joes, not the X's and O's. And I'm like, yes,
I've football?
heard yes. I've heard multiple
But I disagree as well.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I disagree 100%. It's really stupid saying, but also this is the time of year where the best coaches that game plan the best win. That's why Bill Belichick won a bunch, because his teams were like schemed awesome.
Yeah.
Scheme matters more this time of year than during the regular season. The regular season is when guys like Dak Prescott can put up fucking bullshit numbers, and then the schemes come to town, the X's and O's, and make those guys look fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then the Jims and Joes of the world. Are they, you mean like Joe Montana and like Jim Plunkett?
Jimmy and Joe's.
Jimmy, I know, but like it's stupid. I disagree.
Yeah. So
it's an X and O's times, and then like the very best of the best guys doesn't matter what the X's and O's are, because Patrick Mahomes is better than you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that, Tara, because I don't watch a lot of sports stuff because I can't stand it.
I haven't been because I can't either, but I swear the few times that I did, I heard someone say it on the local radio station. I heard someone say it on... Huh?
He probably stole it.
I heard someone say it on the ESPN, and then I heard someone say it on the broadcast today.
Really?
Yep.
I've never heard it before. I'm glad. I would have hated it. You're right. I would have hated it.
Uh-huh.
We have one email. Let me read it. From Fabletics. Psst, you've left some items in your cart. I did under our podcast email sign up for Fabletics just to get a discount. Turns out I didn't need to do that. All right, here we go. One email. It's from Miranda, our MVP listener. Hi, Melons. I've never liked the Lions and I never will. That's fine. So sorry that you're going to not have fun watching the playoffs this year. I think you should get on board with everybody else. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I didn't see Hook or Old Enough for 1991, and I agree that both should be honorable mentions. Great additions. Top 3 famous Martins other than MLK. Steve Martin, Martin Sheen. Yeah, Martin Sheen is good. Did we say him?
We talked about him.
Yeah.
We just didn't pick him.
And then George R.R. Martin. What? What a nerdy thing to say. She's never even read the books.
Right? She's only watched
She likes the show, but she's never read the books. Interesting. Hold on a second. Here's the thing: is Martin Sheen is a weird. I actually think we are missing it. I think we're putting Steve Martin on there, but we should have, to be fair, Martin Short on there.
Oh, I love
Martin Short is fucking hilarious.
He's so
Martin Short might be
good.
the funniest guy in the world.
He's such a little nut.
He makes me laugh so much.
Me too.
I'm changing my Martins to Martin Short #1, Martin #2, and then Steve Martin #3. How about that?
What did we have it as before?
I don't know. I don't think Martin Short was on our list though.
He wasn't.
Neither was Marty Jannetty. How about that? Marty Jannetty. Remember the Marty Jannetty?
No.
Marty Jannetty was Shawn Michaels' tag team partner before
Really?
Shawn Michaels became the Heartbreak Kid.
That's funny.
By himself. Marty Jannetty.
Sweet chin.
Sweet chin music. I would rather be bald because I do have a good head for it. She looks fine bald.
Yeah.
Top 5 from 1992. What was the other thing other than bald? Bald or wear a fedora?
Wear a fedora for a year.
I think she looked pretty cool in the fedora, honestly. I think she looked pretty cool. She did a top 5, bold 5 for 1992. She came. Do you want me to go backwards to forwards?
Yeah.
I would have guessed. I don't think I would have guessed all these. Number 5, Cardi B.
She does like Cardi.
She loves Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Aladdin.
Very good.
I can show you the world. God damn it.
Shining,
shimmering splendor. Hold on, Tara. I need this on video. One second.
Una más.
I'm back. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Now show me, princess, when did you last let your I'm singing your
heart
fucking
decide.
You're knocking me off my note.
Sorry.
And it sounds like shit.
Okay, keep going.
You never had a friend like me.
Boo!
Number 3, she has Miley at 3. Good,
Yes.
good call. We had her at 5, so she actually has her higher than us.
Yeah.
That's usually because we put a person at 5.
Yes.
Or I do. Usually a lady. Number 2, My Cousin Vinith. My Cousin Vinny is her number 2. It's a good thing you're watching it.
Yeah.
And number 1 for her is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
It's
full
very
named
good.
It. She full named it. It is very good. It is very good. Her honorable mentions are pretty good. A League of Their Own.
Yep.
Reservoir Dogs.
Very good.
Mighty Ducks.
So good.
White Men Can't Jump.
Never saw it.
She saw it recently with me. She liked it. Selena Gomez.
I like
Sailor
it too.
Moon. I didn't know she was a Sailor Moon gal.
Who's that?
The Big Sailor Moon is a show.
Oh,
The Big Comfy Couch. Never was our thing.
no.
Baby Got Back. Good call. And Smells Like Teen Spirit. Problem with that, came out the year before. The album came out the year before, so I don't really give it to 92. I give it to 91. But it's a good list. You got a good list there.
It is a good list.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Drew.
Stay dry.
Stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon
Melon
fights.
fights.
I kind of like it when you go the opposite of me, but we only pulled it off once. And you thought you were so dang cute. But I think we can do. I liked it. We did
Well,
it. We
you
can do
said
it.
it.
Hey,
Why do
listen.
you keep doing it?
You can do it. You can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna throw me off. I'm gonna stay dry. I'm gonna say have a Tuesday, no matter what order you go in. I'm just gonna let you know. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm a pro and I can pull it off.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're just going to complain.